fairly low-level fight between Val Woodburn and Oban Elliott. Val Woodburn, this is going to be his second UFC fight. First UFC fight was really quick, really short. Came in as kind of fodder for Bo Nickel, and that's how it went down. He got knocked out in less than a minute. And now he's going to have to come in here and prove that he's UFC level after kind of just being brought in as an opponent to lose in his first UFC fight. And Oban Elliott, the Welsh gangster, he has had some momentum recently. He's been winning. He got that win on the Contender Series to get into the UFC. It wasn't without adversity though. I mean, the guy took a lot of damage to ultimately get that victory, but he did get the job done. And you look at how these guys match up. I mean, I just wasn't impressed with Val Woodburn at all. I just don't see the guy as UFC level. He's 30 years old, so unless he somehow, gotten a lot better during this time off, I just don't think he's there. He doesn't have a lot of experience. He hasn't fought many guys. If you look at Oban Elliott, he's fought the much better competition overall. But Woodburn, spark plug type of guy, short, stout. He likes to use that straight right hand or the overhand right, and then he'll push you against the cage and kind of cage wrestle you, but was fairly unimpressed with his wrestling. I feel like he was getting turned and losing position against these really old bums and these lower level guys. Couldn't finish certain guys that were not really that high level, that had been knocked out quite a few times. Like, I feel like his striking is really just feigning the level change, big overhand, big right cross. He doesn't really bring a lot of variety. He doesn't bring a lot of skill. And with Elliott, he's bad defensively, but he's a lot more skillful on the feet. Like, he at least has some semblance of a jab, feints. He has the ability to mix in the takedowns, which I think is going to be something that he does do in this fight. I don't think that Woodburn's wrestling is necessarily going to be able to hold up here. It's another thing that I don't like about Woodburn is he's coming down to 170. I feel like the guy's a big ball of muscle. Like, is he going to be able to have the cardio at 170? Is he going to have the ability to even make weight? That's something that I'm a little bit worried about, and something I think helps Oban Elliott, because Elliott's a tough guy. He could take damage early, keep coming. He has great cardio. He's the younger guy who is going to be theoretically improving more. So I just feel like unless Elliott just gets clipped and Woodburn does have that puncher's chance, then he's going to run away with the victory here. I think he could win on the ground via KO TKO, or I think he could clip him with a 1-2 or a clean strike when Woodburn's just being a little wild and gets out of position and hurt him that way. So Oban Elliott for me is going to be the prediction, and I think he can get the job done here inside the distance.